Hey guys, HighFly15 here, and welcome to my video number 600. This is insane. 600 videos. Thank you guys for sticking with me for so long. This is just amazing. 600 videos, that's quite a lot. In the background, you will see a winter mod being made by the community, the Russian community. Now, this tells me that Wargaming really isn't that interested in getting this out there, just winter maps of everything, because these guys are doing it. It looks like winter, and there's even snow in the air. Wargaming, you gotta get off your lazy butt and make this happen, because just different versions of maps would make this game even just a little bit different, and we all just want a little bit different, so get to it. Anyways, we had a Ask Me Anything video a couple of days ago, and I will now be answering questions from that. Right now we have 350 questions. I'll try and answer them as short as possible to get as many as possible done, but I won't answer questions like, will you platoon with me, because I'll answer one of those and then all of the others are quite nullified by that answer. So yeah, let's go. Also, in the background you'll just see me rolling around in tanks that I have played recently. First up we have RT Back 07. I'm first, so will you ever play with me? And here we go with that answer, removing all other questions about this. Every Wednesday I play on my live stream, and all you have to do is make a chat channel, and that way you are in the queue to play with me, and you will get to play with me if you're not one of the latest additions in the queue. So that's how you do it. Next question is from Madden109. I want to play medium tank. Should I go for the British or the Americans? What's the difference? Well, they both have great gun depression, the British more than the American. And the British have more mobility, and they have better rate of fire, but less damage, and also less penetration. So that's basically it for medium tanks. So also less armor, but the Americans don't have that much armor anyway. So yep, that's the difference. Slave Blooder, what is the next tank you'll like to reach in Wood, and why? Well, I'm going to reach the 110 next in World of Tanks, just because I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I want to try it. Any tips for the ISU 152? I don't have it, so I can't give you any tips other than play support, because you're a very fragile gun and you will be focused since you do a ton of damage. Jacob MG40, how to keep sanity while grinding the 22/2? You don't keep sanity while playing that one. It is a very bad TD, not only because it gets a turret, but that turret is like saying, because you have a turret, you don't get a good gun, and it doesn't get a good gun. So, but it's still not a bad tank. So, just try and get through it. Bad advice, but that's about it. Do you think 110 is better than the IS-3 from Red Tide? They're two different. The 110 plays a lot more like the Tiger 2 with the gun. So yeah, totally different play style. So one is not really better than the other. Alpha damage over more constant fire. What is your favorite tank in World of Tanks ever? Hellcat, of course. Der Mittens Binnentanzt. How much do you like noodles? I like noodles a lot, but it's not very healthy eating them often. Still playing with your girlfriend? Yes, I'm still playing with my girlfriend. Will you use the 12.8cm or the 15cm on the Waffenträger E100 on the live server? I will most definitely not be using the 15cm. It's a horrible gun. The 12.8cm is so much better. Better penetration, accuracy, everything about it is just better. Unless you want to go damage and go brawl with the tank, which I don't suggest you do. So 12.8cm. Dear High Flyer, what do you think about the VK4502B actually? I love it. It's one of my most loved tanks. Actually, not favorite tanks, but most loved tanks, just because you can side scrape like a boss in it, and I love that. When did you start playing World of Tanks? I started playing World of Tanks in the closed beta, so nearly 2 years ago now, or 3? World of Tanks is that? I can't remember. Since closed beta. On a scale from 1 to 10, how tall are you? I am an 8. German Blackout, what is your opinion on anal of ducks? Whatever you do in your spare time, German Blackout, is your own business, but you should definitely contact a doctor if you want to have sex with a duck, because I don't think it's healthy. So I'll just consult a doctor first. F. Mackie asks, do you or have you ever worked in a radio broadcast? No, I haven't. But thank you for thinking that my voice could do it. I've never thought about that before, so thank you. If you could get one tank free in the game, which would it be? The KV-5. I would definitely love to have the KV-5, but I can't really afford it. So, no KV-5 for me. I notice you have an accent of some kind. What is it? Are you a native English speaker, or if not, when did you learn English? I am from Denmark, and I learned English by just watching, I think, cartoons, really. And, yeah, cartoons. I don't have any other answer, because I just watched a lot of cartoons as a kid, in English and German. Chris Holman asks, do you enjoy World of Tanks now, or do you miss the old World of Tanks? I enjoy it now, except all of the new players coming back because of all the missions that Wargaming is throwing in their faces. Because that's basically why people are here. Missions, missions, missions. If there weren't missions and they didn't advertise missions all the time, no new players would be playing as much as now. Because it's quite a lot bad players playing these days. I don't know why. Which leads us to, why are CMCAs retarded for every single video game? I don't think Polish people are retarded in every single game. I just think that a minority of the players, the bad players, are the ones saying hi. There's no reason to say hi. You're gonna play a game for 15 minutes with someone you won't ever see again. So there's no point in saying hi. Hey, I'm gonna go kill you. Hey, I'm gonna go die to you. I don't see the point. But they want to say hi. And I don't know. Careless Gamer 15 asks, what are your tips for someone who is starting a YouTube channel? Be original. That is all. Just be original. And that's all there is to it. Be original. People don't want to see the same Let's Play or same tank commentary on the same game again. So be original. Do something on your channel. Don't just do Let's Plays of games where you say, hey, I am now in my T30 and I'm going around the corner here shooting this guy instead of that guy. Because people don't care. People don't care. It's the same thing as they've seen again and again. Be original. Next question. Which is the best arty in tier 5? I would say Hummel. Hummel. And the next question. I have no idea why you flagged this as spam or downvoted this so much. Why do you think there are only a handful of women interested in such a cute game as World of Tanks, containing such absolutely awesome little tanks as the Lux and the Shermie? Because it's tanks. It's action, it's steel, it's explosions, and I think that's why people, or girls in particular, don't think that this game can be cute, but it can, as Wargaming has shown with the smaller tanks. Lots of the tanks are fun to play, and they've been created to be fun to play. So some girls are just missing out. My girlfriend is absolutely loving this game, so get into more girls. What is the speed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean? African or European? I don't understand the question. What is your opinion on the KV-1S? Well, in my opinion, it's quite balanced as a single tank, but as several tanks in a platoon, it is quite imbalanced, as top tier platoons in KV-1Ss can dominate the field, and yeah, It's just not balanced in that regard. But as a single tank, it's quite fine. I am 28 years old. Are you gay? Well, first up, my girlfriend probably wouldn't like that I was gay, but if you mean happy and carefree, then yes, I am. Can you help me? I've been having net lag since 8.8. I can't help you. I've not had that, and it's a wargaming problem. It's not something you can change by changing a few settings, I think. I haven't heard anything like that. Can I ask a question? Sure you can. No, my mom does not play World of Tanks. Should I make her? Do you even lift? No, I don't. I have better things to do than waste my life in a gym.
Do you plan on playing World Thunder Tanks? Will you drop World of Tanks for it? I would never drop World of Tanks for anything Gaijin or Gaijin related. But I'm definitely going to try it. And I'm definitely going to show you here on the channel and play it just to check it out. But I'll never switch it out for World of Tanks. World of Tanks has a very dear place in my heart. What is the best way to earn gold as a free player? The only way you can is join a clan or play competitively with some of your friends in the ELC League. You can't earn gold like you earn credits, so you gotta earn it by fighting. Long question, but should the Tiger be tier 5? No. Should Wargaming change gold ammo into normal AP so it would have more damage but less penetration? And that's actually what I would suggest. If I owned Wargaming and World of Tanks, that's what I would do, because more penetration just removes any kind of skill from any player. You just have to aim fire at whatever you're aiming at. But if it were less penetration, you would have to even aim for more weak spots to do more damage, and that would be more rewarding. So I would totally do that. Is artillery worth playing at all? Well, if you like point and click adventure games, then you'll probably enjoy playing artillery, because that's all you do. You click shift, get into satellite mode, and after that you just sit there, wait, and then you fire and you miss, and then you wait, and oh my god, it's boring. It's the most boring thing in the game. Unless you play the FV tier 6. That one is amazingly fun and fires quite fast and aims quite fast as well. How do you find stuff to talk about with anyone, especially with your girlfriend? Well, I can't really just say that, but just talk about what comes natural. Name 3 ways you're better than James Bond. 1, I have a beard. The newest James Bond doesn't have that. 2, I've driven way more tanks than any James Bond, even all James Bonds together have driven. And I have a girlfriend. James Bond is a slut. He sleeps around with every girl that he can find, and I stick with one. So, yeah, that's why I'm better than James Bond. Do you think Wargaming should put more effort into a skill-based matchmaking and random? No, because random is random. If they ever make a mode that's called skill-based, then yes. Then it will probably be skill-based. So, but random will always be random. How did you get so good to know your tanks and all that? I just played. I really just played, and I just remember stuff in the game. That's all you need to do. Play the game and just remember from your previous battles. Most important things to remember are weak spots and which guns to fear. If I punched you, what would you do? Probably nothing. Just because I'm really I'm not a very aggressive person. In game, yes. In game, all my frustration and all that comes out, but in real life, I'm not like that at all. Do you have any brothers or sisters? No, I'm an only child, and I've not been spoiled. I wanted a PlayStation, I got an Atari. I bought my own PlayStation for my own money, so And not a spoiled only child. What do you think about the grind to T69? I think it's pretty bad. I don't think it's pretty bad. T21, you only need 60,000 XP in it to get to the T71, and then it gets amazing. From there, it's not a grind at all. But then you get to T69, and it becomes a grind, because that gun is horrible. That gun is just horrible. I don't like it. Unless you fire gold rounds with 300 penetration, which you will. Pretty sure you will. The grind to it, not bad. Through it, bad. Yeah, Vlad, if you were in a tank and the only weapon you have is a potato gun, would you try to fight with a potato gun, or would you rather have a banana gun? Or maybe you'd prefer a rubber chicken slingshot? What? If there would be a mandatory video or other guide that every World of Tanks player must watch after they maybe reach 500 or 1000 battles, what would it be? I'm actually going to make a video which I think is going to be... It's not going to be mandatory, but I would love for it to be mandatory. It's going to be a know your enemy and know yourself kind of video. So look forward to that one. But something that Wargaming would never implement, which I would love to see implemented, is you'll have to have the same kind of tier for which you want to purchase a premium tier. So you can't just buy your way to tier 8, suck completely, ruin games for other players, and just get horrible win rate in tanks which you have no idea how to play. So if you get to tier 2, you can buy tier 2 premiums. They're in the tech tree, so why not make them like unlockables? But Wargaming will never do this, as they earn a ton of money on people buying their way up in the tiers without knowing a single thing about them. Do you think that win rate really depends on the skill of the player? Yes, it does. If you have a great win rate, it just shows that you are a player which really helps your team win. Because if you have a low win rate, then you don't know how to win. Even if you're on bad teams constantly. You don't always get on bad teams. It's a fact. You don't. Is it correct that if you've been featured in some quickie or sub replays that you won't be featured anymore even if it's really good? No, that is not the case. First up, I can't see all replays. It's just impossible for me. That's why I gotten help. 2, if you've been featured before, then I don't want to feature you again really soon, because I want to... Everyone should have a chance at being featured, so I don't want to feature the same player again and again. And then we have the how did you meet your girlfriend? Well, I was just minding my own business, playing the game as I did, and you guys follow it, and I just uploaded whenever I could and all that jazz. And it turns out she's been watching my videos for quite some time, and at one point she wrote me an in-game message asking me if I would like to play with Fangirl, and I was like, I don't really have the time. I just ended the stream, so I don't really know if I can keep playing, because it was quite late at that time. So I said that I would save her username, and next time I would be playing, I would invite her. So I did, and she was like, yay. And then days passed, I think, and then I wrote her, and she was without the mad feline hoarder at that time. So I played with her, and she suggested that we should talk about over TeamSpeak. I didn't really have TeamSpeak, so I think the first couple of games were just without. And through text, I think I flirted a lot more than I should have. Maybe. I didn't even know her at that time, so I was just very kind, because she did good in battles, and I just complimented that. And then she told me that she had her own YouTube channel, and then I got a link to that one, and then I heard her voice for the first time, and I fell in love just for that. And because before that we talked about how she liked to draw, and she liked almost every single thing that I like: metal, She liked anime, horror movies, and fantasy, and we just liked the same things. And then, yeah, I just fell in love when I heard her voice, because that was just so cute. Because the videos she's made are horror games where she's super scared when she screams and stuff like that. And after writing a lot, we started writing like long novels to each other on World of Tanks, like really long novels, and just about everything, talked about anything, and still flirting. And then we just all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, it built up over time. We just had to meet. And after 3 weeks of talking with her, from the "would you like to play with a fangirl" message, 3 weeks, and I went to see her. I couldn't wait around to see if it was something that could be built upon, and I needed to know right there and then. So I just packed my things and went to Sweden, and yep, drove all the way there. Took some time, but it's not that far when you think about it. Just yeah, I'll show you a card or a map here, the distance between us, and I haven't regretted it. I haven't regretted it since. It's just, she's amazing, and I love her, and I really want to be with her for the rest of my life. That sounds cheesy, but it's how I feel, and I haven't felt that about any other girl before. But anyways, enough emotions. Remember that we are live streaming tonight, and this video is just the first in many Q&A videos. If you guys have more questions for me that you want answered, I couldn't answer all your questions, but I did get 48 answered, and many of them were the same, or about platooning, or my opinion on specific tanks, which we'll just have to wait a little bit. But I'll see you guys next time.